Okay, so this is the back side of the worksheet that is entitled Determining Speed or Velocity. And number 6 says a car traveling at 100 kilometers per hour, how many hours? Look what it says. How many hours? There's our question. How many hours will it take to cover a distance of 750 kilometers? So what we need to do is still use the guess method. So let's write down our givens. So I've got 100 kilometers per hour. That is our velocity. So velocity equals 100 kilometers per hour. And our distance, d, equals 750 kilometers. And so they're asking us how many hours. So that's time, isn't it? How many hours? Question mark. This is going to be in hours. Our equation is velocity equals distance over time. And we need time. So that is going to be time equals distance divided by velocity. So now that I have my formula, my equation, what I need to do is substitute. So I'm going to take time equals, my distance is 750 kilometers, divided by my velocity is 100 kilometers per hour. What do you notice? We've got kilometers and kilometers, so those are going to cancel. I'm left with hours, which, yay, is how I measure time. So now all you have to do is divide 750 by 100, and you get 7.5 hours. Okay, number 7. A plane traveled for 2.5 hours, so my time is 2.5 hours at a velocity of 1,200 kilometers per hour. Velocity equals 1,200 kilometers per hour. And it's asking, what distance did it travel? So it's asking us distance equals question mark. Alright, so we're looking for distance, and the formula for distance is distance equals velocity times time. So now all I have to do is substitute. I have velocity, which is 1,200 kilometers per hour, times time, which is 2.5 hours. What do you see? Hours and hours cancel. So we calculate it, and that is going to be 3,000 kilometers. All right, next problem. A girl is pedaling her bicycle at a velocity of 0.1 kilometers per minute. How far, okay, look, how, it's asking the question, what is far? Far is going to be distance. Will she travel in 2 hours? So there's our time. So let's write our givens. Velocity equals 0.10 kilometers per minute, and our time is 2 hours. And it's asking how far, so distance, question mark. Well, what do you see here? Can we go from hours to minutes together? No, we can't. So we need to convert minutes into hours. So how are we going to do that? Well, let me show you. If I have 0.10 kilometers per minute, and I want to go to, I want to know how many hours, I want it to go be kilometers per hour, then what units do I need to put up here? I need to put minutes. Do you remember when we did this? So which one is bigger? An hour, so I put a 1, and how many minutes are in an hour? 60. So you're going to multiply 0.1 times 60 and divide it by 1. So that's going to be 6 kilometers per hour. So now that we have that, we can come back over here and know that this equals 6 kilometers per hour. And if that is our velocity, we can now just put it into our equation. So we want to find out what is the distance. So distance equals velocity times time. Our velocity is 6 kilometers per hour multiplied by 2 hours. I have hours and hours cancel, and so I'm left with 6 times 2, and that is going to be 12 kilometers. Alright, moving on. Number 9 gets a little more complicated, so we're going to take it a little bit slower. So we have, the question says, an ant, hormiga, carries food at a speed of 1 centimeter per second. How long will it take the ant to carry a cookie crumb from the kitchen table to the ant hill, a distance of 50 meters? So here we have speed and distance. Express your answer in seconds, minutes, and hours. So, first thing we need to do is write our givens. So our first given is speed, which is velocity, and that equals 1 centimeter per second. It's an ant, a little hormiga. It doesn't move very fast. And then we've got distance. It's very far, 50 meters. Well, what do you see? I have centimeters and I have meters. Can I use those together? No. So what do I have to do? I need to convert them. And remember when we did this? So let's convert them. So I'm going from centimeters per second to meters. So I've got 1 centimeter per second and I need to go to meters. So I'm going to go directly from centimeters to meters. And what unit do I need to put down here that will make this one cancel? You're right, it's centimeters. So now you ask which one is larger, which one is bigger, más grande. It's meters, so I'm going to put a 1. And how many centimeters are in 1 meter? ¿Cuántos centímetros in 1 meter? Well, I have 100. So let's multiply that, divide it by that. So what am I going to have? 0.01 meters per second. 0.01 meters per second is our new velocity. So now when we take that, we're going to put it back over here. That is 0.01 meters per second. And now we're going to we need to write our equation. So our equation is, if we're looking for, did we even write it down? No, we're looking for time, aren't we? So time equals distance divided by velocity. Well, my distance is 50 meters, and my velocity is 0.01 meters per second. Well, divide this by that, and you're going to get, I'm going to bring it over here, 5,000, what cancels? Meters and meters cancel, so I'm left with seconds. That's how long. Okay, that's okay, except that it said to express it in seconds, minutes, and hours. So let's come back over here and let's express it in minutes. So how many minutes is 5,000 seconds? Well, I'm going to go to minutes, and what units do I need to put down here to make seconds cancel? You're right, seconds. Which one's bigger? Más grande. Minutes. And how many seconds are in 1 minute? 60. Multiply this times that, divide it by this, and what do you get? I get 83.3 minutes. Yay, are we done? No, we still need to do hours. All right, so let's come back over. How many hours is 83.3 minutes? So I need to put minutes down here. Which one's bigger? An hour. How many minutes? 60. Multiply everything on top, divide it by everything on the bottom, and you get 1.4 hours. So those are the 3 correct answers. All right, moving on. Last question. The water in the Buffalo River flows at an average speed of 5 kilometers per hour. So my velocity or speed is 5 kilometers per hour. If you and a friend decide to canoe down the river at a distance of 6 kilometers, so my distance equals 16 kilometers, how many hours so my time equals hours and minutes will it take? All right, so what do we do? Well, our equation to find time is time equals distance divided by velocity. My distance is 16 kilometers divided by my velocity is 5 kilometers per hour. So what do you see? What cancels? Kilometers and kilometers cancel. So divide 16 by 5 and you get 3.2 hours, which is great, except that it wants it in minutes as well. So what do? I'll just put it up here. So if we have 3.2 hours, we know that we have 3 hours and we have 0.2 hours. But I want to know how many is this in minutes. Okay, so let's do it. I've got 0.2 hours. And what do I want to know? Minutes. So I'm going to put minutes right there. So what units need to go here to make this one cancel? Yep, hours. And which one's bigger? hours or minutes, más grande. An hour, there's 1 hour. And how many minutes are in 1 hour? 60. So 0.2 times 60 is going to be 12 minutes. So the correct answer would be 3 hours and 12 minutes. What do you think? So, what do you know? We know that we need to use the guess method. Every time, write your given, your unknown, your equation. You will substitute, and you're going to solve. All of this is remember, use your units. You can do it.